again, it's me, your boy, Mr. Graham. Graham. This is my show, Comic Chat. I'm going to talk with a few things. Please join my show. I hope you come into the house. Very much welcome. You're very much wanted. Hold on 1 minute. I want to check, see how I sound. Give me 1 minute before we get started. Trying some new equipment somewhere. Trying some new equipment. So please bear with me. Mr. Scott, how can you hear me? Trying some new equipment. Please bear with me. Mr. Scott, how can you hear me? Scott, can you hear me? I got some new equipment. I'm trying to test it out. How about give me a thumbs up? Thank you, Mr. Scott. I appreciate it. It looked like my tech is working loud and clear. Thank God I had some bad tech in the past, but now I've got some new stuff. I'm quite happy with it because it's been making me scratch my head. So come on in. Thank you for joining my show. I appreciate it. I'm going to talk here as long as the conversation is flowing. A few topics I want to discuss. First topic I want to discuss is Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. I want to make sure my information is right. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. 16 days before the finally get to see whether or not the third installment of this trilogy is going to live up to the hype. Before we get too in depth in this meeting, I want to for me. First, if it's the first time you viewing my channel, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe because I need your subscriptions. Second of all, I want to ask you to please give me a thumbs up because your feedback, your positive feedback, your thumbs up gives me power. It fuels me to keep going. And third, but not least, I want to ask you to please hit the notification bell so you can be notified on any material that I upload. I try to upload at least twice a week, definitely on Sundays. Today I had an off day. My other job, my second job, didn't need me. So there's a lot of information I want to try and get out today. Like I said, I have some new equipment I want to test out to see if it's working well. So I'm here tonight to try to entertain you, try to answer some questions, try to have a lively and educated discussion on topics that we enjoy. Now, back to Star Wars. I am too excited, Mr. Scott. I do believe that this is going to be pretty good. I've been hearing some negative things about it. I've heard that they're doing some test sites in certain locations, and it has not been as, I guess, profitable, or the people that are watching has not been excited. We're going to talk about that, Mr. Scott. I have seen the Black Widow trailer. It was awesome. I'm going to get into that more in a little bit later on. From what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm reading about on different YouTube and my research, they had a couple of test sites. I'm not sure what part of the country, what part of the world, but the response has not, and the feedback has not been what Disney or powers that be like. So I don't know where they're going to tweak it. Like I said, it's less than 20 days. So I'm going to go in to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker hoping the best, but preparing for the worst. I did went recently last weekend with my daughter, and we went and saw 21 Bridges. And in the trailer package, they showed Star Wars. In one brief part I saw what looks like possibly the Emperor or somebody in black robes floating in some kind of throne, on a throne. I don't know whether that was Emperor Palpatine. I don't know if that was Darth Ray. I don't know if that was Kylo Ren. All we know was an individual sitting on a floating throne, what it appears to be, looking down at Ray. So, don't know who the bad guy. We have speculation, but we really don't know. There's a theory out there from a friend of mine that said who reads the book, he is well versed in Star Wars lore, saying that basically the Empire or what's left of the Empire um, secretly going around and kidnapping um, previous rebel leaders, Lando Calrissian, some more others. And that clip where we see Lando Calrissian flying in the Millennium Falcon, I believe that's going to scene shown in the first 30 minutes of the movie. It's going to be a rescue mission that I believe Chewbacca and Ray was on to free Lando Calrissian. Who other rebel leaders? I don't know who's going to be captured, but there's a theory that a friend of mine is saying that he's fairly certain it's going to happen. Um, believe him because, like I said, he's pretty knowledgeable in Star Wars lore. So just that alone is exciting me. Um, answer your question, Mr. Scott. Black Widow trailer. I saw that earlier today. Um, I'm not sure who the bad guy is. I saw someone in a uniform. I think it was the game master or something like that. Talked about him. I see that. Not sure who that guy is. It seems to be Black Widow's father in that red um suit. I don't know. He's supposed to be. Not sure who he's supposed to be. When they're sitting at the kitchen table, it looks like Tasha, the guy in the red suit, her father. Woman that played in the Mummy seems to be her mother, and then that blonde-headed girl is her sister. I'm not sure what her name is, but it was said I heard on early YouTube that this movie is probably made too late. I see their argument. Also, at the end of the day, we got to realize that movies themselves are made for entertainment. A lot of people didn't think that the Joker, this past Joker starring Joaquin Phoenix, was going to be it was out of place. Like, we don't want a standalone movie. To prove to you that they don't care what you really want. If it's a good product, it's going to be able to stand or fail on its own. Joker, no one thought it was going to make $1 billion. I know I didn't, but it has no connection to anything in the DCU. It's standalone. It was entertaining. Joaquin Phoenix probably is going to get nominated if he does not win Best Male Actor, an Oscar for it. Same thing with this Black Widow. I don't know whether or not how well it's going to do, but based on what Marvel has done in the past, what Kevin Feige has done, what Jon Favreau has done, they have the recipe to make a good movie. If Captain Marvel, I have no reason to believe not to believe that Black Widow can make $1 billion. Not $1 billion, and very, very close to it. I do believe that Scarlett Johansson is a more popular actress than Brie Larson, and I do believe that Black Widow is a popular character, in my opinion, Captain Marvel. So, with that logic, I'm going to say that Black Widow, based on how much fan support, um, how much better the trailers look, is going to peak interest. Um, most recent video I told you, lady's name that directed Charlie's Angel, Elizabeth. What was her name? Elizabeth. Forgive me. I gotta look this up. Let me make sure. Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks said in a statement prior to Charlie's Angels coming out that the reason why Charlie's Angels didn't make X amount of money or wasn't successful is because men don't watch movies that's not Marvel as female leads, which I don't think is true. There's some truth to it, but I think a lot of it, like I said in my earlier video, is that you gotta have recognition of the characters. And you also gotta have word of mouth. Someone goes to the movie and says, "Man, that movie was awesome." They come back to their friends, or it creates a trickle effect. No one that I know personally came back, saw Charlie's Angels, and came back and said, "Hey, you get to go see that." But I guarantee you, people that I know that may see Black Widow before I do. They're gonna come back and say, "Man, Black Widow was awesome," or "Black Widow sucked." I think it's gonna be the first. Black Widow is gonna be awesome. People are gonna come back and say, "You need to go see it. It's gonna be successful." Um, I will say that she did say that men going to see female-driven movies that are Marvel related is the exception to the rule. I'll give her that, but I don't care whether female, black, white, script is good, actress or actor is good, material is good, and is entertaining, keeps me engaged. I'm gonna go watch it. I don't care about all that stuff. I don't care about any woke stuff, about any feminism, female power, girl power. I don't care about any of that stuff. The movie is good. I don't care. There's gays, lesbians, whatever the case may be, Chinese, black, blue, green. None of that matters to me. All that matters to me is that I'm going to see a good movie. I'm going to be entertained. And either I'm going to like it or don't like it based on the material, not the actor or the actress or whatever message they're trying to, or secret message they're trying to um, get across. What's up, Two Gun Pedro? Glad to have you. I appreciate it. Support, bro. Um, let's see what else happened on Black Widow trailer. Basically, what I know is that she was trained by the Russians, secret agent, to always be prepared in any situation. She's highly skilled in martial arts, espionage, weapons. Um, Good question is why they're doing this now that we already know that in the game she's gonna die. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was some kind of contractual agreement they had, or they promised Scarlett Johansson, "Look, we're gonna look out for you and get your own featured movie." Um, I really think that they put the cart way after the horse on this one. I'm not sure why they did that. Keller, what's up? Thank you, sir. I appreciate your support. Um, I'm gonna go see it. It's coming out May 2020. I will definitely be there to see Miss Natasha. I think Black Widow is gonna be awesome. Um, Listening to Kevin Feige, seeing what he's done. Listening to John Favreau, seeing what he's done. SAP. I think they have the right skill set. They have the knowledge that's needed to make a successful movie. I'm very eager to see what's going on in phases 5 and beyond that. I talked on that briefly on a video I did a few weeks back about what's going on in different phases. I definitely want to see what more. Next thing I want to talk about, have any of you been watching The Mandalorian? This past Friday was the 4th episode of the series. There's going to be a total of 8 episodes this first season. I set my clock for 4:30 every Friday because I want to see it fresh, see it first. In my mind, see it at first, but I'm part of this for the people that see before me. Um, I love this series. There's a rumor I heard. I have not have confirmation. They are talking about the rumor I heard is saying that Boba Fett may possibly be the 7th or 8th episode or end credit thing for this series. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Those of you that have not seen The Mandalorian as of yet, because it's been about 4 or 5 days now, this is a full spoiler. If you haven't seen it by now, I don't feel bad at all. Basically, Mandalorian revealed to us that he is a foundling. And basically, a foundling is someone that is not a Mandalorian, that the Mandalorians take in and train in their ways and customs. He was trained as a Mandalorian, and I believe based on watching Clone Wars, based on watching the Rebels, highlights and shows a lot about the Mandalorian culture. That true Mandalorians can take their helmets on and off as they please. Foundlings, based on what I've seen, what I've heard on the Mandalorian, I don't think they can do that. They have that same privilege because he said in his last episode that if he ever takes his helmet off, as in revealing himself to another individual, not a Mandalorian, never put it back on. There was a brief love interest in this last episode. He was contemplating leaving Baby Yoda on the planet they had run to. He saved him from the Imperial warlord or whatever, and the stormtroopers and the other bounty hunters on the bounty hunter guild world. They ran to somewhere else and was able to catch their breath. On this other planet, the Mandalorian saw someone that he recognized from some kind of trooper, female. I know and realized she is a MMA fighter, and they fought to a tie basically. And it was basically, if you ever watched what's the movie called? Um on Denzel Washington, Magnificent Seven. It reminded me of the Magnificent Seven because people didn't know how to fight. They took some money and found someone who they thought could kick ass. They found a Mandalorian, offered him all their money that they collected, the whole village, and brought them back to help save their village. The villagers were basically some kind of seafood harvesters or something. To me, it looked like some kind of fluorescent blue shrimp they were harvesting. And while they were harvesting, they seemed very peaceful, whatever type of sea life that was. To me, like I said, like a shrimp. These dog-like creatures that inhabit the planet as well came and attacked them, shot some of them, and took the food and run. Got tired of getting run away from, yes, how the dog guys was coming and taking their food. They was able to hire the Mandalorian, him and that female that came in, devised a plan, was able to kill the people, kill the walker, Imperial walker that they had, and pretty much liberate them and give them their freedom. And the Mandalorian was contemplating letting Baby Yoda stay there because Baby Yoda seemed to get along with the kids. Then, lo and behold, there's a bounty hunter who tracks him down and is about to kill Baby Yoda because he has him in his sights on his rifle. And the female, I guess, friend to Mandalorian shot him and kill him. And the Mandalorian realized that he cannot leave the baby there. So him and the baby take off, and that's how the episode goes off. This episode lasted real thing about 3 minutes, a little bit longer than usual. Mandalorian is a very good series. I am very hopeful looking at this, see which direction it's going in. That Star Wars franchise, because it's going to be very positive feedback. I have not heard any negative feedback on the Mandalorian, so I'm thinking that maybe this will spill over into um, Rise of Skywalker and get Star Wars franchise back in the right direction. Killer Killer says, "I love the show. You think they will reveal Baby Yoda's origin at the season finale?" I don't think. Um, I'm thinking one or two things. You know, a good friend of mine. I talk to Robert Storms frequently on this channel. Check him out. He's very knowledgeable. He's way more knowledgeable than I am in Star Wars. Based on what I've read, what I've researched, I talked to him. One or two things happen. I'm thinking that either Baby Yoda is a clone of Yoda. That's one thing I've heard. I haven't seen any concrete direction. I haven't seen, well, they said if you go back and look at the doctor that was caring for him after the Mandalorian brought him back off that planet, that he had the cloning patch on his shoulder. I have not confirmed that, but I've heard that from pretty good people that I find reliable, that he has one of the cloning patches. You realize if on Attack of the Clones, they made the order for all the clones. Um, Cypher Diaz made the order for clone for the Clone Wars. They were on Camino, and he had that one of those Camino cloning patches. Second thing that I think could possibly happen is that I don't know. No one knows anything about Yoda's species. Maybe Yoda's species only have one male and one female living at one time because they live about 900 years old. You know that there is Yoda, and then there's a female on the Jedi Council named Yaddle. So maybe Yoda and Yaddle had this child because that's what they can procreate and have their race keep going forward. I don't know. They can. Is there such thing as incest? Is there different Yoda? I don't know. That's one thing that makes sense. It could be their child, which some people say, well, that would totally destroy the Jedi code that he was the Anakin. Well, maybe I think what he's preaching Anakin is that you can't have love. Maybe he just had the baby in order to save their race for procreation purpose only. Didn't have any love for Yaddle. Look, the only way that we're gonna live is that we're gonna have to mate, have a child, and that child goes on and find a female. I don't know. George Lucas is very, very secretive about origins of Yoda, so we don't know. That's just speculation. That's my speculation. I don't have a clue. Mr. Scott says, I don't know about everybody else. I'm excited for Birds of Prey. I get chills watching it. I saw a Birds of Prey poster in the theater I went to last week, and I'm just not really digging that. Maybe as to get closer and I see more of the trailers, I'd be excited. But right now, it's not a blip on my radar. What's up, Great Words guy? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate the support, sir. Um, Scott, I don't. I'm not feeling what you're feeling. That's not to belittle what you're feeling because you have the right to feel. But right now, I just do not have the excitement. I'm not even curious about Birds of Prey. Um, what I'm really curious, and I think it starts this Sunday on the CW, is the Crisis Saga. I believe I read somewhere Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's going to start this Sunday. I'm believing with Supergirl. It's going to be 5 nights. Supergirl, I think it's going to go to possibly Black Lightning. It's going to go to Flash on Arrow on Wednesday. And I don't know what's going to finish up on Thursday. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I want to see that because they're talking about bringing Holland Superman, the Brandon Superman, Kingdom Come. It's got 3 or 4 different Supermans on there. I'm a big fan of Black Lightning. If you have not watched Black Lightning, I'm telling you need to watch Black Lightning. It is. The first season was a little slow, but it picks up in the middle of the first season, and right now I'll watch it. I don't know what CW is doing in my neck. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my neck of the woods, but I can't watch it. I have to watch. I had to download the CW app on my iPad, and that's how I watch it. People, I'm with you too, Gun Pedro. I might pass on, but I can't pass on because I cover that kind of stuff. So I need to go and watch it so I have some knowledge. So when someone asks me a question, I can at least, in my opinion, my informed opinion. Not nothing that I'm beating on the door to go see, but I have one of the movies like I don't know how good it's gonna be, and then come out pleasantly surprised. That being Brightburn, I did not. My interest. I was like, I don't know about this. I was pleasantly surprised with Brightburn. I was one of 4 people that watched Brightburn in the theater the day I went. Brightburn, um, good. If Brightburn, people that made Brightburn was to get with that make Injustice and what else? Just those two. If they get with Injustice, they make it so There's a good Superman. That's that world that he lives on, Brightburn, is an alternate planet. They can make an evil Justice League, and it would be awesome. If they only, I don't know why they won't do it together, but I would use the Injustice storyline as my blueprint to make a movie. It would be awesome because you watch Brightburn at the end. It showed someone that had male with a lasso, and it showed somebody like an evil Wonder Woman and an evil Aquaman. I could run up to the evil Superman. He was nasty. The way he killed his parents was quite nasty. So they got the potential to do something good there. Whether they're gonna do something or not, I don't know. Two Gun Pretty Joe, I agree with you. Black Lightning is surprisingly good. Like the bad guy, then last season they got the agent, painkiller. Bad guys are bad. Black Lightning, he's going through some things, and now they got his wife put on that green light. He's going through some things. I like the music, shoot it, it jumps, but track of the jumps. The jump from like one scene, one situation, you go from 0 to 60 in a minute, but it makes sense as you look at the whole show. So you want something to watch and want to give something a chance, give something a peek, try Black Lightning. It was like I agree 1,000% with Mr. Pedro. Surprisingly, it's a pleasant surprise. First, his suit looks kind of cheesy, but get past that and just watch the storyline. Tobias Whale, boy, he is something. So check that out if you get a chance. What else I want to talk about tonight? Yeah, there is also a rumor, well, a story, not a rumor, it's a story. Earlier this week, Michael B. Jordan, well, maybe last week, earlier this the last 2 weeks, Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, Apollo Creed, and Creed 1 and 2, WB about possibly being the next Superman. There may possibly be a black Superman in our future. Now, I'm not familiar with the black Superman in the comic book, but there's one. He's on alternate Earth. I think his name is Calvin Ellison, kind of like Kal El. You know how Superman name is Kal El? His name was like Calvin Ellison. So I think kind of playing on words with that. Not sure what planet, what Earth he's from. 62, 61, something like that. I think I read briefly another YouTuber's video. That's gonna be interesting. Not sure Michael B. Jordan is old enough. There might be someone else that could play it. YouTubers I saw threw the name out Idris Elba. He can be a good Superman because watch Hobbs and Shaw. He played the black Superman in that movie. So I don't think Michael B. Jordan was able to commit to that based on what I've read, what I heard when I watched the article. He had other commitments, other movies. So I don't think we're gonna see him anytime soon. But that is definitely on the table. So possibly in the next 2 to 5 years, maybe seeing our first black Superman. So that's gonna ruffle some people's feathers. Like I said earlier, as long as the story is good, as long as the script is good, as long as the special effects, I don't care. It's gonna be a purple Superman. I do not care as long as the movie is good. As long as it can stand up on its own and just not put somebody in there for the sake of putting a star in there that can deliver. I believe Michael B. Jordan can deliver. Would I prefer to see Idris Elba? Yes. To see Henry Cavill doing a Man of Steel 2? Hell yeah. But you gotta get what you gotta take what you get. Two Gun Pedro say, I don't mind a black Superman, but I don't want to see a black Clark Kent. I don't know how you can have one without the other. If they're gonna go that route. Um, if you don't mind black Superman, why would a black Clark Kent matter? It makes sense to me. Elaborate on either way, as long as the actor can pull it off. Elaborate, Mr. Pedro. What's the difference between Superman and Clark Kent? One, I guess you could have one without the other. But like I said, I don't think he's playing Clark. Is that what I read? Is Calvin Ellison, or whatever his name is. Also, another rumor I've heard is that um, Dwayne the Rock Johnson maybe possibly was interested in playing Black Bolt in the Marvel world. I don't think he's going to go to Marvel because him and Vin Diesel got some bad blood. Of course, we know Vin Diesel is a group. I don't think Vin Diesel is going to let him into the Marvel world because he let him into the Fast and Furious franchise. He kind of took over and did things his way and not the way that Vin Diesel first would like them to be done. So I don't think Vin Diesel is going to read it anywhere. I didn't read it anywhere. That is just my opinion. I can be totally wrong, but I don't believe I am wrong. Mr. Pedro said they have a black Superman in the comics. Yes, they do have a black Superman in the comics. Like I said, his name is Calvin Ellison, I do believe. Give me 1 minute. I will tell you exactly who he is. Black Superman. Yes, Black Superman, professional basketball player, Calvin Ellis. So, if you want to know about him, go to your local comic book store and ask the person there. You show me some comic books on the Black Superman, and I'm sure he or she will be able to point you in the right direction. Killer says, I am ready to see Blade 2. I do not know how Mr. Ali, I think his name is Mashallah Ali, is going to do far as the fighting part of Blade. Acting part, I have no doubt he can play because he is a great actor. He's been in the last movie I saw him in, I think was called Green Book. You check that out. It's a very good movie. Um, if I were him, I would be practicing as much as humanly possible any different style of martial arts that I could learn time days before he has to start filming it. Because we don't want to see a stunt double or someone who knows it. We want to see him. So he needs to at least go and get comfortable in doing that we're accustomed to see they do. Wesley Snipes was born for that movie. The person that I would do, I think that would do better than Wesley Snipes, Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White is the actor, in case you don't know, who played in the first, who played Spawn. That guy, he is a world class martial artist. So I think that he would be fantastic for Blade had it not get Mr. Ali. But Mr. Ali has the acting chops. Let's just see whether or not he can put together the martial arts skill needed to pull off the Blade character. And if he can, then I think this Blade is going to be good. It has to be better than the TV Blade. Uh, what's the guy from Onyx? Sticky Fingers, I think his name was. Rappers off of Onyx. He played Blade briefly on a television series, and it totally sucked. Great words guys say he was in True Detective season 3. I did not see True Detective season 3, so I don't know whether or not it was season. I'm going to take your word for it. It probably was amazing. I have not seen it. Um, but I do know that he is a great actor. You seen Alita, War Angel? He played in that too. Black guy with the glasses, like the head thug or the head bad guy. That was Mr. Marshala Ali. He played in that movie as well, which I have not seen yet. I'm sorry. Um, what else happened this week? Let's see on the YouTube world. He was also the best part of Luke Cage. That is right. He played Cottonmouth on Luke Cage. If you saw Luke Cage on Netflix, he was the bad guy, Cottonmouth. Back them on that, like his acting skills. You can see him in the Blade, black and white, or black, hearing a sword. Thank you, Mr. Pedro. I appreciate your support. Please join me back on Sunday. I usually do it Sunday between 2 and 4. I know I'm competing with the NFL, and that's a big boy to compete with. Time on Sunday, every Sunday, anytime between 2 and 4. Killer Cutter says, well, you mentioned it on Robert Storm's stream. I mentioned what? You mentioned Equalizer. I never seen it. A bunch of people told me to see it. I bought, gonna watch tonight. Yes, Equalizer is hell. Equalizer 1 and Equalizer 2. Both of them are good. Equalizer, a lot of people don't know that 1980 show starring a British actor. His name was Edward Woodard. He was like an ex MI6 agent. Came to New York. And he does basically what Denzel Washington does. Help people that couldn't help themselves. I can't think of the name of that. Yeah, the name of the actor was Edward Woodard. He had the same name. What's the name? Robert McCall. That was his name. Robert McCall. He was an older white gentleman. And guy that would help him, kind of like the muscle. He was the finesse in the brain and was real smooth, but sometimes he needs some muscle. He had a guy that would help him, like do a little bit of everything. Weapons expert, ammunition expert, espionage, undercover. But look it up on YouTube. It's a 1980 show called Equalizer, and it starred Paul. It starred Edward Stewart. Edward Woodard played Robert McCall, and basically they took that and adapted it. A little known geek fact: that's the first movie. Equalizer is the first movie that Denzel Washington ever did a second movie of. He never does sequels. That was the first time he did a sequel. I cannot think of the name of the director. Antoine Fuqua, I think his name is. Convinced him to do a second one. But I like the bad guy better in the first one. Now, if you watch Equalizer 2, Pedro, I can't think his last name, bad guy in Equalizer 2 is the actor. If you watch Equalizer 2 and you see when Denzel Washington comes back in the park, and they're talking about how their female friend got killed. The guy that plays Denzel Washington, old partner, turns out to be his enemy at the end. The actor that plays the Mandalorian now. His name is Pedro Paz, or let me look it up. Pedro Pascal is his name. This guy that plays the Mandalorian. So that is uh, you still see me? I'll do a little time. I can't seem to figure it out. Let's see. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the thing. Yeah, my mom loves that movie. When you mentioned it, it reminded me. I love Denzel. I like Denzel too. Top two actor. You asking me who's my top two actor? Um, I like Denzel Washington and Robert De Niro. I like Robert De Niro because Robert De Niro is very versatile. He can play a gangster. He can play straight man. He has comedic timing. So I think Robert De Niro is more versatile than Denzel. I've never seen Denzel Washington play anything funny or any comedy. Robert De Niro can play that. So I'm gonna give my nod to Robert De Niro. Great words guys say Pascal. Yep, thank you, sir. Chiller Killer said, yeah, he was on Got. I love Man on Fire. Yeah, Man on Fire, that was hot. Fire was one of my favorite movies of all time. Hold on 1 minute, fellas. I want to try and get some people. Send them this link. Give me 1 minute and we will continue the conversation. Great words, guy. Great words, guy. You home now? Great words, guy. And Killer Killer. Would you like to join me on the show? I can send you a link. So I just sent, and you'll be able to join me live. Make sure you got headphones on. Feedback won't be able to hear it. Okay, great words, guy. I sent you the link. Like Kelly, the same thing applies to you if you want to join. What else I want to talk about? Let's see. One of y'all, I can't remember, and please forgive me. Um, big fan of Immortal Hulk. Which one? Oh, thank you, my friend. Just chilling on the couch with my son. Okay. Um, Mr. Scott, are you still there? Will you join me first? Great words, guy. What's been going on with the Immortal Hulk? Because I still haven't read it yet. I apologize. Man, I did. If you see the books I got to read in my comic collection, you would be like, what the hell? I have about 20 sitting on my box to read. I haven't read it yet. All right, Mr. Scott, I was just checking. Um, like I said, I appreciate it. Um, we've been on 45 minutes. I want to try and talk another 15 minutes. It's gonna be open mic. Anything you want to discuss about anything, any upcoming. Here's something. My friends laugh at me, and you may laugh at me also. But I watched Bad Girl. I mean, correction, Bad Woman. Um, is a writing poor? Yes. Um, I don't understand it because I know when Batman first became when Bruce Wayne first became Batman, I'm pretty sure he had a learning curve, as we saw in Batman. Batman Begins. You saw the learning curve he had, trying to get the bat suit and bat ears on, and getting the stuff from Lucius Fox. But she already has all that stuff, and she's getting her butt beat. A lot of the encounters. Her sister done save her about twice. Her sister is some deranged. They're twins that look well. They're fraternal. He's done saved her a couple times. She's not sure, not on the equipment. So Lucius Fox's son is trying to train her on some of the equipment. She's so bad and so tough. She always getting a butt kick. I know that Batman had Batmobile and the Bat helicopter and the Bat stuff. I haven't seen any of these vehicles. All she has is the suit, which she's had altered wig. Yeah, we see the gadgets like the batarangs and grappling hook and that kind of stuff. But I haven't seen any Batmobile. And none of his vehicles that he's accustomed to, that we're accustomed to seeing. So I don't know. I watch it because it's comic book material, it's comic shows, and that's what I cover. So if anyone asks me, then I can talk about it. What's up, Mr. Tucker? Thank you for joining me, sir. I appreciate it. How you been doing, sir? Um, so that's why I watch it. Is it my favorite comic book television show? No. It's The Flash, followed by Black Lightning. I do not watch, or I have not watched um, any of Titans. I watch it on YouTube. Shows that just or the last fight between Deathstroke and Nightwing. But I'm not paying for that because the first season, crap. So I'm not doing that. But I've seen and what I've heard from other people saying that is it's pretty good. The season is better than the first. But I will tell you though, that I have heavily invested and I heavily preach you should get. Now, if you're a Verizon user, Disney Plus is free. That again, if you're a Verizon user, Disney Plus is free. Free. 0 cents. Nada. You just download the app, click on it, create your username and password. Excuse me. Sorry. Create your username and password, and you're on for the first year. 65 days. Free. I'm telling you, Disney Plus has it. You want to see anything Marvel cartoon related, it's on there. I grew up watching Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends, and lo and behold, I scrolled through the index. And what do I see? Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends. I watched just about every episode they uploaded. With 3 seasons of Spider-Man's Amazing Friends, but they got like one season with episodes combined into one. Spider-Man's. You got the Incredible Hulk cartoon on there. You got Spider-Woman cartoon on there. X-Men. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na. The X-Men was hot. They got that on there. What else they got on there? They got if you click on the Star Wars, they have Clone Wars, which is awesome. You want to learn about Star Wars, watch Clone Wars. If you want to go even more depth about it, then watch Rebels. I thought Clone Wars was always the better of the two until I watched watch Rebels. Rebels is freaking awesome. Tell you a lot about the Mandalorians. Lead over into watching the Mandalorian, and it will tell you a lot about the Force. It will tell you a lot about Star Wars. There a character by the name of Thrawn. He is awesome on this show, and I think that's 4 seasons. Check out. Watch Clone Wars first. I think that's 5 seasons. Rebels is awesome. Dude, you gotta look up the Japanese intro for the '90s X-Men cartoon. I would check that out. I've never seen it, but if you want an awesome cartoon show, look up Voltron, but the one that Swiss Beats did. Next time you're on YouTube, punch in Swiss Beats Voltron intro and check that out. It's hot. This thing on that. Making the cartoon intros. I can remember intros from cartoons when I was a little boy. Getting back, um, what do you think of the Black Widow trailer? I covered that earlier, Mr. Tucker, but I will cover it again because you get your support. I like the Black Widow trailer. It leads me to believe that Marvel is going to do it again. Will this movie make $1 billion? I can't say. I think it's going to be good. I think that once people go and see it, it's going to word of mouth is going to make people come back or make people drive people to the theater to see it. I think it's going to be entertaining. Did they make it probably about 5 or 6 movies too late? Probably, but a lot of people say that about Joker. I didn't make it a standalone Joker. It ain't gonna. It got nothing to do with the DCU. Nobody wants to see that. Da, 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 da. Shut the hell up because guess what? It made $1 billion. So studios don't care to a certain extent what the fan want to see once they find out something works. A lot of people did not want to see Venom. A lot of people said, "Man, Venom sucked." I got a good friend of mine, Robert Storm. He hates Venom. I love Venom because, and he likes to say, and he has his opinion. I respect his opinion. His opinion is it's not the Venom that I'm accustomed to. It's not the Venom, not Spider Man. That's not the way he got his powers. Venom is stupid. He sit in the lobster tank eating stuff. Okay, those are valid points. It's not the Spider Man. Well, it's not the Venom that we accustomed to in Spider Man. Not come on Earth that way. He is not considered a loser. I'm of the mindset that Marvel has already showed us the multiverse. Once you show us the multiverse, anything is possible. I don't believe that Eddie Brock and that Venom is in the 616 universe, comic book world, and what Spider Man is in. I believe that later on down the line, Sony is going to make it so Spider Man, who's in our universe, is going to go to that universe and help him. Probably whenever Carnage gets out and starts doing his crazy shit, it's going to overpower Venom, and Venom is going to need some help. I believe, and I want to see Madam Web come into the picture and transport Peter Parker to Venom's universe. They kick ass. And I think that's going to open the door for Secret War. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to sit back and see. And when it does happen, y'all can remember that on the 3rd, 2019, about 8, no, correction. Yeah, about 8:26, Danny Graham told you on Comment Chat. That's what's going to happen. Jason E. Tucker says, as long as the movie is made well, I don't care when it should be made or timeline. Just want a good story. Tucker, get the nail right on the head, brother. I'm 1,000% with that statement. I don't care if the character is blue, green, purple, male, female, lesbian, gay, transvestite. I don't care. As long as the movie is made well, it piques my interest. The action is in there. I don't care. At the end of the day, movies are made to entertain. That again slower. Movies are made to entertain. entertain for 2 hours, or in the case of in-game, 3 hours, it's an escape. So I don't care that it is not connecting or doesn't make sense or the dots ain't lining up perfectly. I don't give a shit. All I care about is I paid my $10, $11, whatever the case may be, and I was entertained. As long as it meets that criteria, it don't necessarily have to make sense. Mr. Tucker, I agree with you. Mr. Scott said he loves Venom. I love Venom too. I was thoroughly entertained, and that song that Eminem made on the end was hot. That came about 10 times when I got home after the movie. We're at 55 minutes and 53 seconds. Gentlemen, do we have any more questions? Like I said, I've been on here almost an hour. I just got my new microphone, which seems to be working perfectly fine. Um, I really do appreciate y'all participation, y'all questions. I know it's a good feeling. You come up here and you got somebody else that's talking back to you, extremely interested in what you got to say. So from the bottom of my heart, Mr. Tucker, Mr. Scott, great words, guy. Pedro, I appreciate it, man. Killer. Thank you. Your guys are awesome. It's even more. Trying to see anything we need to do to wrap this up or any more questions. Um, like I said earlier, it's less than 20 days, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is going to be here upon us. It's going to suck, or is it going to be? I got my fingers crossed that it's going to be good. I'm a Star Wars fan. I can remember when the first one came out in 1977. I was 7 years old. I can remember it very well. So I just want to say that, as always, I appreciate your support. First time you come to my channel, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe. If you also please hit the bell, because that helps in the algorithm. Whenever YouTube puts my channel on there, better the response, better more thumbs up, more likes, better position I get. And also, I'm going to actually hit that notification bell because I don't want any of you to miss any material that I upload. Also, share my link. I need subscribers. I'm at 939. I need about 60 more subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal for February, before the end of February. So if you can help me out with that, fellas, I appreciate it. As always, man, stay safe, stay cool. We'll end the show